Hey gang, welcome to another edition of Doc Schlock by request, where it's a review of the movie Murder University, and this request comes to us from fellow YouTuber Skinslip. Murder University. The tuition isn't the only thing that will kill you, but you'll feel like some brain cells were killed after you watch this movie. Anyway, it's the story of a kid named Josh who goes to college finally. His dad's dead. His mother smothers him. Kind of rhymes in a way. And sometime after he gets there, murders start piling up. But it's mostly just people being decapitated. And it's these several guys who are continuing on some sort of a weird tradition set out by this guy who founded this whole tradition years ago. And, yeah. Oh, Lord have mercy. They dress up in cloaks, they wear devil masks, and they carry an axe. Yeah. And it's all due to a guy named Charles Greensboro. Long story about him, but yeah, it's not even worth remembering, honestly. So after the murders start piling up, Josh hires a detective named Forrester, and of course, he falls in love with Detective Forrester's daughter named Meg. And things just keep getting worse and worse and worse. Bodies start piling up. And so it pretty much comes down to Josh and Detective Forrester, who try to figure out what on earth is going on. And apparently the guys who are doing all this believe that that in the group for it to become strong and do what they have to do, there's a chant they do towards the end of the movie that gets repeated more and more and more and more and more and gets more and more annoying, where they say, there must be 4. Don't ask me why, I guess they like even numbers. So by the end of the movie, Detective Forrester gets killed off because Josh shoots him in the head. Josh goes back to class, and this professor is taking roll call. He calls out for Josh. And for a moment, it seems like time has stood still. All the students are frozen in time, and Josh sits down, covered in blood, wearing a hoodie. He says present, and then that's it. But yeah, he kills the bad guys and Detective Forrester because, well, he snapped, I guess. I mean, if you're having sex with a detective's daughter and, and her head just gets cut off by one of the devil dudes, yeah, I'd probably go crazy too. Alright, so what's wrong with this movie? Oh god, from the beginning, there is nothing but bad gore, bad acting. Nobody in this movie you might even recognize. So many idiotic moments in this movie. Most people getting killed off, you don't hardly even know who they are. At one point, a teacher got killed off. He got gutted. And you hadn't even seen him hardly in the movie, and he comes out, and he's holding his guts outside of his own stomach, and Josh says who it is, and they're just like, okay. So again, a lot of characters in this movie that had hardly anything to do with the movie at all, or the story, and they're getting killed off left and right. Lots of annoying people in this movie. Everybody seems to hate Josh in the movie. And the more you try and get to know these characters, if you try to be sympathetic towards them, you kind of think to yourself, well, you should have been nicer to Josh. So there you guys go. The gore in it was terrible. All the kills are pretty much the same thing. Decapitation. In the movie, of course, we have Josh. Josh's mom was a typical mom. We got Detective Forrester, hired to help Josh out. Meg, Detective Forrester's daughter. Leon, friend of Josh, who likes to record stuff with a video camera because this apparently took place in 1983. And he also strips at a gay bar. Professor McKinney, jerkwad. Juicy K Thunder, afro-haired DJ who's quite popular. Larry, he's a bully who picks on Josh, but he winds up getting his before the end of the movie. Then we have a bunch. Then we have 4 people in the beginning of the movie who wind up. We have these 2 young girls set up these 2 guys. They wind up getting killed off. Charles Greensboro. The whole movie is supposed to be surrounded by him. We have pickup truck riding stoners. Yeah. So yeah, this movie's kind of idiotic. But Lord, where's my head? You know, I've gone through this whole review and I forgot to play any music. I'm sorry, guys. So there you guys pretty much have it. Murder University. Requested by Skinslip and avoided at all costs. Both the movie and if this place actually exists. If you like my videos, feel free to subscribe. And if you have a horror, sci-fi horror, comedy horror, or fantasy horror movie that made you feel like dropping out of it, send it my way and I'll get on it ASAP. And please, if you get a chance, go check out Skinslip's channel and subscribe to him too as well. Well, that's going to do it for me, gang. Until next time, for Doc Schlock, by request, stay strong and rock on.